Can they stand this test? The G2 test on Nuke, nonetheless.
They need to be good like they were at the major. It's sort of like Pain. They had a really peak earlier this year at the major. How 9Z had a peak at Dallas. It's always a second chance here at the IEMs for the more international, the foreign competition, if you will. The less dominant regions.
Ooh, nice one from Malbs. That's first blood. I'm not Dinko, he's not Moses. Malbs dead. Aristos doubles down. Just like that, eh? Just like that, that B site's yours. And with it comes the bomb plant. Hunter not able to do anything as he gets attacked from both ends. And Story turns it around on ramp. So lo and behold, unless we get a Kovac clutch in the first round of this series, it's looking like sAw have a T side to be proud of. Roman about to lock it in. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's the thing about sAw. When they're good, they're good. And just for the record, if we were Dinko and Moses, I'd be Moses.
What's so peak? Let's see what they can do here. G2 coming in again, as we said, still with majority of the last round. Looks like a little tempo change in stark contrast to that total ramp creep of the round prior. Maybe because you get the 5v4 and there's smoke in your face. Don't overcook this. Don't be running in haphazardly. But instead, the redirection over towards the ramp. m0NESY is not going to be able to shoot too much, but maybe somebody oversteps into his line of fire, or maybe they circumvent him straight down to the B site. They'll go yet again.
Like you said, not overcooked.
sAw coming through with a possible 3-0 start on this T side. Now, Snacks, a little off the mark, unfortunately. And even that flash just to make sure the bomb gets planted. Like, we're really playing clean CS here, sAw. Really making sure nobody fumbles.
The number one thing we hate to see on NT goes like this from an underdog team is taking too long and scouring the map too much and going down to 30 seconds and picking a site, because that's when the better team can stack and will make the better stack happen quickly.
Which is why I think this round was perfect, essentially, from sAw. It's aggression out of the gate, boom, 5v4. Pause and no rushing into a potentially stacked site, but then, like you're mentioning, not wasting any time, even popping open the CT ramp smoke, disrespecting it, going B. It's a little bit of aggression, it's a pause, and it's a re-aggression, Mohan. We're not wasting time here, sAw. They know they have the edge in this one. They lose a couple bodies, sure, but it's just the scout of Hunter saved in the end, and that 3-0 T side secured. Just an excellently placed grenade for Roman to have to deal with. We haven't had much outer play, but sAw seemingly starting to set their sights on it. Of course, that's going to be essentially deciding to take a chunk out of Nico. You know, if you're playing G2 and you're going outside, you're going to have your hands full with Nico.
He's the yard bully.
King of the castle.
Some say the final boss.
See? He just vibes out here,
You have to be in tune with those timings, so no one better than Nico. Maybe Donk. Sometimes.
Doesn't overdo it, but actually does stick around. And I mean, that's 3 bodies spotted, but not all of them go downstairs. Story's going to take a different road here.
You can tell the prep is so good. They just lined up perfectly, waiting for that moment.
You can see the caution from Malbs as he comes out from hell, thinking maybe somebody does encroach. And nice, aware, waits for it. Loses half his health, but Malbs comes down with another on Aristos. And so Muteris and Roman, they sit here in sight on half HP, but this is just going to be Hunter keeping an eye up top just in case. There's the chance somebody had still climbed up. Now they've spotted the last 2 remaining players who will be lucky if they get a plant, because the bomb's not theirs, Mo.
No time.
More than luck is needed here. The grace of God to somehow teleport that bad boy into the site. This one, all for naught. G2's first.
What if you could purchase time? I don't know, I'm coming up with these really silly ideas.
Yeah, what'd you have for breakfast today?
Make the
what do you
it's longer. A burger.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's a good round. I mean, it's still a good round at sAw. I mean, Nico does an excellent job of finding this timing spam on yard. And it looks lucky, but at the same time, it's Nico. It's not the first time that he's going to do that. He knows when you're crossing, when your smokes are up, what he's watching for. And when he was on Breakable, watching for the final secret cross.
Let's see if this keeps coming out from sAw, whether or not they keep trying to pressure hell without climbing into heaven. You know, they remained cautious of it, but felt like they've got a good read.
It's interesting because you actually have a better chance probably. Oh, okay.
Ouch.
Muteris walks into that.
Something different to deal with. Ujerks trying to get into ramp. Malbs, he's content to get the one and done. He's out of there.
God damn.
m0NESY just lets the op ring out, and that's enough to deter them.
Is he going to come back down?
Oh, this is slippery. He's taking a peek down. He sees the op fire, doesn't take a shot, then he will. Oh, slides up that ladder with perfect timing. Snacks is ratty. Roman unable to get into the A play, so this one's falling completely flat for sAw. Oof. This is perfection. A very mobile m0NESY to get the opening pick outer to go support Malbs, who got his. I mean, each individual moment there between m0NESY, Malbs, Snacks, perfection, Launders, perfection.
Yes, that's true.
Man, I wouldn't have been surprised if not.
Yeah, and Malbs, I mean, that's your job on ramp. It's not glamorous all the time. You get one kill, run away, but when it's clean like that, my God.
Uh-oh. Nice, fast adaptation. Good trade frag from Snacks. He wants to dive sight. He's gonna get split, but the op's coming out from main. That could help him. He gets stuffed by Aristos. Malbs also deleted, and the headshots just blasting away now.
Wow, Snacks actually made a great move. He just didn't complement it with the right swing. Tried to crawl around the site.
What a quick changeup from sAw. And what an absolute sea of headshots. But if anybody's going to return that favor ×3, you'd look to Nico. Molotov's not going to fluster Aristos, but he peeks in. And he gives Nico a chance to win this. He's got the kit, the bomb at the halfway point. Now he's just got to crank that speed, get in with tempo. It's a hut position from Story, but bomb's not planted for him. And a tap, yeah, gets him to bite down. He'll find the kill, but just not enough time for Nico. Still, all 3 kills and an op saved for m0NESY. That is worth its weight in gold.
Yeah, that's kind of big. Very nicely done. All 5 dead from sAw. Confidence for your players who are coming out of hut to know they don't have to clear top hut. Mustang is open.
Another quick one. Roman wants to dive. Hunter eats the flash. We saw the frustration last round, and it doesn't get easier. Now Muteris holds off flank, and things going perfectly once more. G2 absolutely trounced yet again. Nico, we saw him get the 1v3 in the frags, not the clutch, and already having to tuck his tail and walk away. Back-to-back hyper-aggressive moves from sAw, and Story, no save this time.
Damn.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Are we watching? I mean, what are these reads?
It's a clinic. It's perfect. I mean, I don't know about reads. Stylistically, though, after that slow round where they just kind of got picked apart and lost.
Oh, sure. G2.
This has been, so far, this has been a masterclass from sAw.
Awesome. Oof. And it's also been glimpses of greatness from some of the stars of G2. m0NESY gives us one here. We've seen critical Malbs 2Ks. We've seen a Nico 3K. Roman, gets dinked, so Snacks is going to try to keep pummeling him with bullets, but it's actually Hunter top hut to shut this one down, so...
I shouldn't have said anything.
No, you shouldn't have. Should have shut up.
But if I didn't say it then, could I have said it after this round? Because they look a bit better. And maybe I should definitely stop talking. Story.
You know, much like Barry, it's not about you, Launders. Trying to leave your impact on this masterclass of a T side out of sAw. Nico gets aggressive outer, spotting that we've still got sAw back in spawn. He has no reason to give away this 2v4 opening.
That would only give him a chance to
So at
make the round
55
weirder.
seconds, we save. Story says, come get it.
That's the only thing that G2 have so far.
Nico, aware of the risk of running around outside, doesn't want to get hit by this. Story, yeah, he's going to nail it.
Ooh,
Nico just kind of comes peeking back in a little too slow, but towards Squeaky. Oh, Snacks looks away for a moment. Roman comes out in that instant.
And now they can go anywhere. I think they just wait and go downstairs as they're committing, right? They're waiting inside of Secret. And now they see that m0NESY's up top.
Story given a chance to close that distance. m0NESY quickly repositions down beneath the counterpart with the Glock out. Okay, quick scope from m0NESY. Roman cleared off A.
Oh, they're lurking so much
So
now.
yeah, going down to the lower site suddenly seems all the better. It was there for the taking a moment ago, and it still is in the 3v3. But G2 rebounding. Malbs tries to dive in, and he doesn't hit either of the shots. A bit unfortunate, but all of this round was about the rebound from G2, and they'll have that smoke to try and push out. Ujurks looking to tether with Muteris, but they're waiting out the T-smoke. one of two entrances. Still utility here, healthy for sAw. And that timer decides their next move. Looks like they're gonna peel off, gonna concede this and allow sAw to grab an 8th on the T side.
When you see that from Roman's perspective, he walks out on no nades, right?
Yep.
If Snacks had heard a flash, he would have dodged the flash and got a kill.
Yeah.
It's rock, paper, scissors. Speaking of rock, paper, scissors.
Nade pops open the smoke, flash for Nico. Oh, that same three-player pack.
That.
They just reveal themselves and kill Nico. Not the first time. This time we got Roman as well. Looking to be an X factor late from lobby. Snacks slides out, vent on the back of a 3-player push. And they do get out the doorway, or at least one does, but it gets pulled apart at the tail end of the half. Looking like a G2 4th. Roman comes in a bit too late with bomb on the ground. They start to find their groove, but a very, very smooth T-side that sAw should be proud of. If that's not blind belief, I don't know what is.
True.
Uterus. Oh. Already here, one of 2 pieces on the lower site. Mobs gets the return frag up top. Hunter takes a bit of damage, and this cross of the vents feels a little too daunting, but at least you know you've got 2 players locked in, or at least you had. Because they wait on Squeaky, it gives the chance for the vent players to come up. Not one, but both. This is a total rotation from the CTs. They just go ahead, stack this A site. It's a good call. They get ahead of the hit, and they turn this down to just Mobs.
Mob's like, oh, this party's not for me. I got to get out of here. 3 players still alive from sAw, and they're like, what the hell? We saw 2 downstairs. They quietly went up the vent. So early that Snacks doesn't open the door on Squeaky, and now it's close to impossible. Mobs, he's got to fight his way out of this one. He knows where they are. He has the bomb, actually, and maybe he's only confident about 2 or 3. No, they let him duck out.
And he goes.
Yeah, and they're going to chase him with 1, maybe. Oh, my God. No way they're being this careful.
He's still got a little bit of time.
Oh!
That's crazy.
Now they have to. Now they're going to definitely duck down.
Story's already on the angle.
Oh,
He tries to fake it a second time.
played beautifully, man.
Now as he jumps over, he's going to have to just go for plant, but even that would get swarmed. I mean,
Wait, no, he didn't do it. Oh, come on, Mobs.
If only.
Mobs, he just needed to click. He could have planted. Oh, my God.
You think so?
If
I feel like he missed
he
that.
started running around. And it's like, you want to give him credit, but it's also like Falcon just screwed it up, right? But in this game for G2, it's like they have had barely any chances to fight back.
Nope, not allowed. Access denied. Odyssey and Snacks left just floating around in lobby. I mean, we are on the brink of a clinic here for sAw. Top silo player taking a glance outdoors, but Ujurk's just going to keep his head down. This is when we're going to have to test Snacks' calling in the face of the adversity sAw offer. Not to mention a free upgrade from MP9 to AK.
And their T-sides have just been okay. Like, I think when Mobs has his big rounds and like the individuals on the team, they can all get openers, so that's helped out on T-sides, but overall, this is still something they're... I like the way they're approaching it. They go out so wide that even if Story peaks this, he's going to have a hard time with this MP9 getting the kills.
Oh, he doesn't find him. He's got a back turn for Nico, but he doesn't shoot. Oh
my God.
Monacy drops in on him. Stacks gets the trade. We get the rotate down. And luckily, Nico didn't go too deep, but also because he spotted it, they're going to be on high alert for somebody to be over here. They would have seen Nico climb through before Monacy drops in and reveals the dark play. They're hyper aware of it, but the timing on the fights. Hunter and Nico pick one up, and that is a round for G2. That is a slide down into the B site where sAw, of all the rounds where they've been so mobile, were a little out of joint with that lower player.
G2 could really build momentum off the right call right now.
And they're going to test Ujurks. Pops up, shaves one off, drops down, and he will dive into the lower. It's just the MP9 to defend hell.
I mean, I don't know. After I saw what we saw last round, I would be trying to test rotations too if I was G2. Oh.
Nico gets sidelined here in round 16.
I mean, I love the way that Ujurks is playing in this position. Now that he's got a second player coming down, let's see how they approach.
Such a good angle for a one and done when you have support elsewhere, and with perfect timing like that, slips in as they use nades. Oh, a double FAMAS headshot in a 3K round for Ujerks. Monacy's gonna finally end him, but there's the flank from Uterus, and for the 5th time here on Nuke, G2 won't win consecutive rounds. Every single time they get put down right after. Already down to such little utility here. We got a couple Molotovs, that's it for G2.
Just can't get that mistake out of sAw. And so far, it's been so clean. Muter staying alive here in big. Story gets the first shot in on Squeaky.
That's it, 4 frags away. They try to go through Garage. Oh, Muterus gets dealt with. There's the peek from main. Good spray out of Monacy. It's pressure on Story, but he gets into cover, and Hunter can't pounce fast enough. Missed shot from the Opera. Man advantage taken away. Ujerks out from heaven, and as sAw hangs on to the back of sight, it's a Snacks clutch queued up. Both players tether back sight, and they've got it. The most convincing map win from sAw yet in Cologne, and it's versus a well-versed G2. 13-5, folks.
Now we come into Inferno, which is, of course, sometimes G2 territory, though G2 picked this map, and I think, you know, it's a begrudging Snacks who buys into the system because they have such a strong Inferno, but he himself doesn't like the map quite yet.
Right.
And sometimes that's partly a joke, but it's also his individual performance is particularly low on this map, so that's what they're fighting against.
Rustos, oof, doesn't get it with the Berettas. Uterus, can he get both back? His teammates are fighting elsewhere on Boiler, they hang on. Oh my god, so many bodies up in the apartments. Last CT comes barreling over. That 4-player setup inside halls almost works, but almost not enough. Or is it? Roman creeps out through the smoke. Bomb plant back sight, he gets that one on Snacks. And while Hunter is currently deeper in the apartments, that nade could have taken him out. But he puts a smoke on top of the bomb. He doesn't know if Hunter has actually gone for a deep reposition. He gets clipped and killed. As he tries to jump back into the smoke, Hunter sees just a glimpse, and that is all he needs.
I think Roman makes a mistake by running, you know, in that moment where there's still lots of time left over on it.
Trying to get ahead of the smokes. Story tagged up a bit. Oh, he hit the dink.
And the molly's not good.
Oh man, they're gonna go through though. Weird fight, but while the fire burns, Muteris able to peek around him and take the 4v3 advantage. Remember, Mulbs was dinked during that smoke spam. Tough spot for him on 12 HP, and Roman, his patience pays off, just sitting in spawn. So first gun round for sAw, and it is looking convincing.
So far, yeah.
But you've still got Nico and Monacy. Let me repeat myself. Nico and Monacy are alive.
Just these guys.
With that in mind, and the fact that Arch space has been offered back over to G2, we've got CT standing on boxes in the bomb site. No pit anchor to really deal with here. Monacy, if he uses more util, it's not going to get much going. But steps back bomb site, heard by Nico, so the molly does come out to deal with Muteris. And as he swings wide, Nico just baits him out. Good trade frag from Roman, and this committed position inside of the bomb site will be problematic. Excellent headshot. Does Monacy read the close one on bomb site? The flank's been found. 12 to the clock. He's going to swing out. He's got himself a second. And if he predicts this position, but 7 seconds, and oh, Monacy, the time expires. He gives his backup all that time. Aristos just hiding in the corner, shaking in his little Spanish boots.
That's a Portuguese.
Yeah, I know.
And that flash support, it looks like are both on A. So no nades here to hold the B site. Just 3 guys in a dream.
Just 3 guys hanging around, looking to make this happen. Oh, Nico.
Oh my god.
Nasty Desert Eagle. Uterus sitting inside of that smoke as Ujerks draws the attention down, but that's still a bomb site compromised. Now the bomb's still not been picked back up.
Not picked up yet.
Dude, and Story comes in with a flank and then they pounce. Oh, G2 forgetting about the bomb makes this so awkward. Another smoke spam. Another bit of pressure. And sAw feeling the vibes off that one. 3 alive as G2 fumble over their own shoes.
Yeah.
Nico has to tuck tail after that one, so
these interviews post game, I mean, who knows who wins at this point, but they're going to be, I think they're going to be interesting. Like either G2 saying, "God damn, they knew what the hell was going on here," or
oof. Hunter comes out. Oh, and Snacks gets his entry. So there we go. It's a good hit from G2, and I feel like we'd sensed a chance for Hunter to come out that halls in the round where he was just holding with the Tech 9. This time G2 absolutely capitalizing on it, and it's an instantaneous save call from sAw. So all that early damage versus Nico matters not.
This is truly where they make their bread on T side. It's their entry pack, and I think that's the scariest part about.
To smother G2's T side on Inferno would just be a whole other thing. So Hunter's strong start at 6-3. But that's when they tiptoed into an empty apartments. Oh, Story doesn't get the shot off, and Hunter doubles down. And with it, of course, they are just going to breeze into this A site, or at least posture for the hit.
He goes into...
They group up, Muterus goes towards the boiler, but a second! Not half bad, but is it really enough to justify the retake attempt?
They needed one between the two players inside of halls, and unfortunately for Story, that's the exact fight that he was looking for. He dropped a shot that I think he would normally hit, but the crazy part about this for Hunter is the follow-up. When he knows there's a two-player setup, he still comes back in for more.
sAw takes a quick glance, met by a smoke on Moto, and that pulls it out from beneath them. G2 into the lead. Back-to-back A hits. You know when 90's in the room.
Yeah.
Wanna see? Oh, that is a hefty nade, but Nico doesn't see a damn thing. That's inside of a smoke while blind. And almost a second. Story doesn't even get an op shot off. Come on, Nico knows these angles.
It falls again.
Really, third time again. We're gonna try to rock this back. Arostos from inside pit. Muterus, he's got a double. Not his first. Op shot whizzes by him. Snacks on the angle inside of the pit. The counter pick from Story just not there. And then the utility comes out. 3 rounds in a row. They are bullying them from balcony.
Yeah, I think Nico... Did Nico also get a kill? Yeah, he did on the banana early on and nearly killed Story too, who had the op. And this is a game where we have seen some good starts in terms of where they want to be. Like sAw, they set up in halls. They set up on halls in the pistol round. They set up on halls in this last round. It is the right call, but it's still G2 just overwhelming them with firepower. That has been the story. And
Mob's not going to waste a second here. Already up in banana. Molly to work with and a good chance to jump on site. Oh, there's moving pieces, but he just missed the crossover. I mean, Roman doesn't know he almost got hit by a truck.
Yeah, if I'm Mobs, I do start walking. He gets spotted. He gets spotted, and there's support as well. They might not have even seen Mobs exactly. This is a little too tight, a little too passive right now. You jerk, Surly is about to die.
Oh, you must not have seen it.
That's a big gap that they left.
Looked like he had a chance when he kind of peeked over, but seemingly in his reaction, I guess not.
I think when he peeked over, he saw whoever was behind Mobs, not Mobs himself.
Right. Obviously, the utility is well inbound, so this one looking like a freebie for G2 unless Roman goes above and beyond, but you've already got a player back site. You've already got this anchor and 3 more T's inbound to work with him. So Roman gets found out. An absolute free one here for G2.
Okay, that's unfortunate. Oh, man. Nice shot.
And I feel like Nico still doesn't feel vindicated after Nuke either. You know, you're blasting people from across the map through smokes. But he wants every damn round, and honestly, this one was really no contest. Shout out Mobs for not wasting a second. That tempo really catching sAw off guard.
I think it was from the moment, actually, that someone jumped across to CT spawn that Mobs knew. Like, and they just have no idea what's about to hit them.
Trying to chase him down, but it's a safe save indeed. G2's 7th, one of their easier rounds, in fact. CT's going to feel foolish. Mobs is able to just get this close. Jump scare for Ujerks. This round, I mean, this one's just stupid.
They've got to get that 5v4.
Gonna try to do it in Banana by the looks of it, but using all those nades, Snacks gets a chance to pounce. Nice kill as Ujurx gets the frag in the back at the same time as he holds top Banana versus Snacks. It's not the 5v4, but it's the 4v3.
It's true.
Oh, so it was.
It was. Oh my God.
Mulbs doesn't waste a moment,
Okay.
and Muterus able to get him back through smoke. Molly comes over top. That's a chance for him to leave. We'll see what Nico and Hunter can do combining versus the 3 remaining members here of sAw. Do they dedicate to it? It's a full-blown exec, but it's a comfortable position for Muterus. Story comes over with a smoke down. So he tries to burn him off. 20 to the clock. Support back sight needed. Fire spreads, down he goes. Hunter zones him well enough. The op comes through to pick Nico off the play, and Hunter sees that as a chance to punch in the bomb. And he gets off sight because that other CT is just not on the angle fast enough. Can Hunter get to Banana while the coffin smoke's still up? Counter-terrorists looking to join forces. The only util they have remaining is that flashbang. Story crossing over, making a ton of sound. Easy pickup for Hunter. Aristos looking to get it back, and sure enough, it's a wide swing from Hunter before the flash pops, but it is indeed sAw with a 4th. 5 rounds for sAw, best case scenario. Aristos going real deep, real fast, and ahead of the timing here. But if he looks this way, then the deep peek.
Oh, he got away. No.
Didn't get the trade frags.
No shot. He got away with that. And he is gone.
I mean, he was as fast as needed.
I mean, I love them going for pick plays, though. This is like, think about this. Mulbs and Hunter are about to approach halls the exact same way to be able to walk out to the end of halls with a 5v5, and that's when they've been their strongest. This is prophylaxis.
Making the most of what remains. A walkout from balcony.
Oh,
that's going to work out for
Aristos.
Hunter. Uh-oh. Compromises Ujurx. You can see him of 2 minds, still worried about brackets, and this was G2 about to get a little rowdy towards Banana.
That's Aristos again.
But how much value do you think they can pull off of that 1 kill? Doesn't look to be a rotation back towards A. And sAw have yet to bite down on changing too much. They changed their A setup, but they do not pull a player off B. So
Roman's got a smoke out.
Story and Roman looking to combine. And as Story looks to peek into Banana, he will see an arm clips Nico out of the round. Smoke pops on both ends of this hit. And as we go to 35 seconds, that frag grenade also softens up m0NESY, so they're just going to try to push their way in soon enough to be met by an op and the AK. Well, M4.
Incredible shot here. With the smoke, perfect protocols once again.
No moves elsewhere. Frag comes down, Roman's position revealed. Story missing shots. This one could have already been put down, but luckily, Muterus comes through. And Hunter gets clipped on the jump up. It's not as clean as it was on Nuke, but it's adaptation nonetheless. And 2 rounds at the end of the half for sAw to try and swing Inferno back their way. Map in their back pocket means they got nothing to lose in the second half of this one. We got Rushley and MC on the 1s and 2s. And we got Story trying to get some Banana control, but that half-wall player is going to draw all of his attention, pop his head off, and push G2 to a comfortable 5v4 for the pistol.
And with Hunter in this position as well, they have no idea he's up this close, so they're going to have to frag their way out of this. Mulbs, nice clean haircut on 1, but he dies in the pit.
Yeah, we get a little rebound. m0NESY's coming through with his impact. He's got a teammate with him. Nico's showed up. Aristos dealt with. And that is a 3-piece for Nico in the second pistol. G2 off to the races.
Nice one from Nico, man. Great shots.
He's lucky there's nobody else in here. Just Mulbs pulling back to join forces with m0NESY for the boost. And not to mention, of course, we've got Hunter on the other end. So at the time being, this
is not bad.
Yeah, this is what you're kind of looking for. This is best case scenario in a round like this. Aristos keeping the CTs occupied over on A.
He's done his job.
It'll boil down to Snacks and Nico, who still have a smoke to work with, but with a frontside smoke, sAw could just disrespect this. They could route around, looking to jump through onto Snacks, who's climbing over Coffin. Beautifully done here from Nico, making the most of the rifle. Oh, 3 and 4! Oh, just sitting back sight. We said that was best case scenario. Nico said, yeah, you're right. Just absolutely feasts.
Filthy. That was just filthy. And he's got another. Oh my God.
There's
Nico.
the ace.
God damn, that was a clean one.
That's what you love to see. Vibing with the rifle work and making very quick work of this sAw T side.
From here already, it was clean. Then this third shot. Pow. Same mag?
Nope.
Oh.
Fresh one. Double boost.
It's coming light and fast, yeah.
Interesting. Of course, third set of eyes over on Arch. Hunter's position found out, but the trade out of Snacks with a back turn. They're not able to trade him. He gets tagged down to half. Modesty clips the second player. Boiler Story capitalizing, and this A site could still fall. Snacks with the SMG slides into the corners.
If they go wide around this, it's going to be tough for Snacks to get this kill.
Yeah. And so, sure enough, he'll fall. The utility flusters anybody else who could have been here, not the case. Let's see what Nico can do 1v2, shall we? Comes through with the Molotov. That could be destined for Pit. That would suddenly put Ujerks in a difficult spot. Story doubles back into the mid box, now playing behind tall side, spotted out first. Nico swarms, and it's going to be sAw to come through, making sure the trade train, one step after another, gets through with the A play to close that gap to 4.
I love that. I mean, instantaneously they jump on trying to frag and refrag him, and that's the agreement they have before it happens. That's how the setup that they had would have been hard to read. You know, Monacy's going to be sitting behind them. There are 2 players up on the roof.
Ouch, heavy nade damage, but you've got, oh, Story. Nice snap, Snacks, nice headshot right back, but the spam comes out from Roman.
Not bad.
And sAw come out on top of this banana fight early. Feels like that could have gone way worse for sAw. And honestly, they're still not in the best of positions with this low health on 2.
The more they wait, the more G2 will wander. Certainly, they don't feel like they're in a position to go and search back, so they're just going to basically gamble. And Monacy, I mean, if they gave him one clean pickoff and a chance to fall back, it'll buy time for rotations. But he's about to be very cramped right here. So take a heroic effort from him.
If he peeks short, that could have helped. Would have given him a chance at least for a second, but empty-handed goes Monacy. Aristos, the greatest timing, just slides out balcony, which Monacy was watching.
They also sacked the op, you know, trying to keep it here when he was most likely to die in that position. I'm not going to say this is going to affect G2's odds of closing this game out, but I will say that this is 2 rifle rounds in a row here for sAw.
For G2. And now that 3-round lead.
Malbs.
Okay, Malbs.
Ooh.
Burnt to a crisp. Hunter trying to zone Muterus, but nah, it doesn't get him all the way down. And Snacks with the USP. Just hanging around with Nico. Hunter's going to have to do everything.
Crispy.
And that's a good start. If only he had gotten the kill in the corner too, right? You had somebody pinned against the wall, hiding inside of a smoke. That would have been 2 frags out of the AK. Things would have gotten sketchy. At least Monacy grabs an M4.
Aristos beat him? No. I thought he was going to go towards the end of Halls. As Hunter falls back. They want to punch this one rifle, but it's not happening so far.
Bombs also stayed loose, bottom of T-spawn. But Udrik's left alone, right? Anybody playing on their own could be the liability. Or they hold for the free one.
Interesting. Concerning.
Is that what you call that?
Well, it's just a USP. If he found that there was no one there, would have been worth, but...
No risk, no reward.
All right, Monacy M4 up in mini timing on his side.
And no trade potential on that one, so suddenly Pit becomes a daunting task. But also, doubling back to Ujerks.
Yep.
That smoke will not deny Hunter his vision. Flash gets him to turn, but here goes Snacks through, popped by Story. If they let their guards down, oh, Hunter! No! Oh. The save from Ujerks.
Yeah, that's nice from Ujerks, just watching it very quick to it. Hunter gets the bomb down. The other gun's very far away.
Me, oh my, that could have been the moment that G2 steal away momentum, rob a round away. Hunter would have been the MVP of this one. And although he has done his job, it is simply not enough. Not enough to stop sAw from getting their 8th.
It's nice to see, though, from Aristos, because he had a pretty strugglesome first half. And that moments like that are going to be necessary in a game versus G2.
Yeah, he wasn't having much fun towards Pit. m0NESY on 2 HP, gonna get swept out of this one, and so we are suddenly looking at a 2-round game.
3 rounds straight, 2 rifles with those. And looking at the buy here, it's coming in. And Mobs will drop the op over to m0NESY. We're talking about Nico MP9.
He knows that could have been the golden ticket.
Do it on a rifle.
Yeah.
Do it on a rifle.
Careful, though.
Oh, man, this buy is mixed up, too. Oh, see you later.
No trade either. Mobs.
Damn. No way he did that to m0NESY, man.
Wow.
Aristos on the T attack, and the second half is a new man.
I mean, a welcome sight for sAw. Nico gonna get caught over by the arch. Aristos comes back.
He's still coming forward.
Single-handedly dismantling this A play until Hunter shows up. Again, a few shots come out from Balk. It's a drop down into the pit. Hunter primed for a big one. The headshot's on a platter, but it's a triple from Aristos. And Nico stuck outside of Library. That is the bomb freed up. That is sAw to push a 9th. This is a sweet round.
Eros Trace, we'll call it. Amazing stuff.
This is without pistols
They
for
lost
sAw.
both pistols.
And G2 converted 2 in the first half, 3 in the second half. This was everything going well. Until Aristos has this uptick in performance and the nades!
No way they did that! 3 nades! Nico and m0NESY down at the same time, sights open.
Oh man, 2 players to just blow to smithereens. And they're still cautious on the approach. They do not want to make a mistake here because sAw are on the brink of a hell of an upset.
Yeah, right.
Nuke was no contest. And this one, the cards were stacked against them without those pistols. But we have been praising the game plan, the strats, the adaptations, and now the half-to-half improvements too of Aristos. Not needed here in this one because nades do all the work.
Oh my god, they're so beautiful right here. Everything landing square between both of them, slowing them down and eventually defeating them. 2 best players on this side of the map, and you got to give sAw credit. He's a totally new player.
Dude, when he just deleted m0NESY, posted in that apartments corner, you just knew something spectacular was coming. I said they haven't lost to these rounds yet, but let's see if this one's different. No chance! Cerebral with the 3K spray down back behind smoke. They can do no wrong.
He literally started that transfer before Nico started peeking.
He felt it, and they felt him. 12th round secured from sAw.
If that's not emblematic of what we've seen in this game, I don't know what is. What sAw have done right here? When's the last time we've seen this?
We haven't. This was the kind of Counter-Strike we were hoping they would bring to big lands in 2024. m0NESY, oh, he goes wide. 3rd player's gonna trade him out.
That's 2 8 players down. They have pick control. They already know it.
Already out through Balk, already up on Grave. Bomb guaranteed. A post-plant for sAw with man advantage. And as Story doubles back, he's gonna get cleared out by Snack. Swap to the AK. Can they close this here? Round 23 queued up, and as Udrix leans against the wall of pit, Aristos is here to help him. It's a good angle from the graveyard stairs. It's a double up on short. It's another headshot. Nico down. Whoa. And oh my god, sAw playing Counter-Strike worthy of IEM Cologne. The returning champions hit a hurdle, and that hurdle is Portugal.
That's one of the most beautiful games of Counter-Strike I've seen from an underdog ever. Straight up,